Good evening and welcome to Real Life. And I'm Regina Hardy, and we will be interviewing.
Christine Vartugian.
Okay, and would you tell us a little bit about your project, what type of project it is, and the name, please?
It's a feature film called Living with the Dead, and it's a coming of age story about a girl who runs away from home after her boyfriend commits suicide.
Oh, wow, that sounds really deep.
It's got a lot of humorous moments. She ends up in a town in upstate New York. She gets on a random bus and meets a guy that lives in the forest, has adventures with him. So it's a little more lighthearted, but it does touch upon really important issues. And yeah, it's a lot of what young people are going through these days.
Okay, so before we really get into your movie, tell me a little about you. Where are you from?
I grew up in Queens, New York, and I lived in a couple different places. I lived in Savannah, Georgia, where I went to film school, and I lived in London and studied there for a while before I moved back to New York. I'm a New York-based filmmaker, and I live there now. So.
Oh, great. We're glad to have you here.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
tell me, what inspired you to write Living with the Dead?
I was going through a very difficult period in my life a few years ago where I suffered a very sudden and unexpected loss of someone I loved. And it was very difficult for me to kind of go through life without seeing them, without imagining them, without picturing them and thinking about them. And it was sort of just something that even as things changed and life changed, it stuck with me. And I thought, well, there's something so many people deal with, and there should be a character that deals with this, especially for young people. What is it like? Because it's really, much more about the people that are continuing to live with this than about the people that have died and the survivor theory. Yeah.
Right, so would you say that your project is geared towards mainly young people, or is it an overall audience?
I would it's really mostly for young people, teenagers, young adults, people that are entering their 20s and 30s, and just sort of still discovering themselves and how they fit into the life they want to live.
Nice, nice. So tell me, is this your first screening of Living with the Dead?
This is not my first screening of Living with the Dead. Living with the Dead premiered at the Palm Beach International Film Festival in March. And we've been doing the festival circuit ever since. This is our fourth festival.
Nice, congratulations. So tell me, were you there for your first screening?
I was there for my first screening.
So tell me what the audience reaction was to your first screening.
The audience reaction, they laughed a lot, which was great because it does have a lot of lighthearted moments. It was really fantastic to see people laugh and sort of get emotional at the same time. I always want to try to make films that get people to feel like a lot of different things, because like in life you feel happy, you feel sad, you feel heartbroken, you feel crazy, you feel all these different things happening at once, and it was a really good reception in Florida, which was our premiere.
Very nice, very nice. So tell me, do you have other projects that you're currently working on?
I'm talking to a couple of people about a future project, and then I'm writing another script that would be hopefully a feature film as well. And it's all just in the beginning stages right now.
Very good, but it's always good to take that first step. At least we know you started. So we'll be looking for some more stuff to come in.
Oh, it's been starting. I've been starting since Living with the Dead finished shooting. So you always got to have something going on.
All right, well, we'd like to say congratulations for being chosen to be in the real life, and we look forward for any other projects you might submit.
Thank you so much. I mean, I'm really happy to be here, and I'm so grateful to the Long Island International Film Festival for showing my film.
Well, thank you for submitting, and we're more than happy to show it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.